We're live? Maybe? Hello. Let me post for Discord. Boop. There we go. Little notification there. Virtual, what's up, bro? How you been? Hope you've been good, man. Dude, I remember I saw oh, so my chat box is broken. Let me fix that. Dude, I remember I was hanging out with Sheen and you sent him like a random song and we're like, this sounds so much like Ukraine Otori. It was just because you were just trolling him, bro. We were in call and he was poking me, bro. He was like, nah, you need to listen to this, bro. He's tripping, right? He's tripping. It was so funny, bro. Where am I vacationing? I'm going a little bit west here in Canada. I'm going over a few provinces. I'm gonna go visit my cousin because he's been gone for a while doing an internship further along in the country. So I'm gonna go hang out with him, you know. Apparently there's a lot of like really good nature out there, so we're probably gonna go hiking a little bit, which is gonna be different for me because I don't have a lot of experience going on hikes and stuff like that. But you know, I like to walk a bit anyway, so it should be fun. I don't know. I don't necessarily have like a lot of stuff in mind. I just want to, you know, kind of see the sights a little bit, check out like the more like naturey areas as well, and just spend some time with my cousin. It'll be nice though. I haven't left my my home, I guess just my city in general, in like almost 10 years, so it'll be kind of cool to like, you know, travel. It'll be my first time flying solo. That's another thing, so that'll be cool. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of get away from everything for a little bit and just kick it with my cousin. I feel like he's always busy too. It'll be nice to just kind of like room with him for a week, spend some time together. I feel like it's been a really long time since we've even just like spent a weekend or something hanging out. Yeah, I know. I mean, it was funny that you were just like, "Oh, it sounds so grand. This must be what Ukraine Otori sounds like to you." I still don't know how he likes that song so much, bro. I don't know. Something about the vocal filter, just like it's like the opposite of tickling my brain. It's like poking needles in my brain. Bad kind of tickling my brain. I don't like it. But yeah, going on vacation soon should be fun. I still haven't done any packing. I actually like don't know at all what I'm packing when I go. Not gonna lie, I have no idea. I should probably think about that. What should you pack for 1 week vacation? I don't really know what I'm gonna bring. I mean, I'm just doing a carry-on bag because I didn't want to pay for like checking. I didn't want to deal with like what if it gets lost or whatever. So I'm looking at potentially just like clothes, my really trash laptop, maybe my Switch. Probably my Switch, actually. My Switch probably matters more than my laptop. But I'll probably bring both. Chargers, that's smart. Chargers, that's smart. Headphone, I should probably bring my headphones with me. It's not a bad idea. What else they got? Plain pillow? Is it really that bad? I don't know, man. I just googled it and it's showing me from sources across the web. Plain pillow. I mean, my flight's not that long. I'll be fine. Medication, true. Something I haven't thought about is like I have prescription skincare stuff that I'm technically supposed to use every day. And I don't know if it would be complicated to bring it with me because it would be like, I assume, I don't know if it's necessarily liquid. It's more like gel, but I mean, that kind of like hygienic stuff in general tends to have like pretty strict regulations on airplanes, right? So like, I assume there's something I could do, but I also might just be like, meh, I'll go a week without my skincare and I'll be fine. Because like, I already do that at home anyway. Yesterday, I used it for the first time in like weeks. Just because I've been lazy. So like, high key, I'll probably be fine without it. What other stuff? Makeup remover? I mean, maybe if you're also packing a bunch of makeup, but I feel like it'd be hard to do that. I mean, I guess I don't really care. I'm not gonna bother wearing makeup anyway. I do sometimes, but too much work. I'm going on vacation to chill. Chilling does not include doing makeup. What is this ratio? Nah, I gotta call out this random Google article. Hold up. I gotta call out this random Google article. Travel tips for a 1-week trip. They have here, right? 8 shirts. 8 shirts, okay? For 1 week. So that's more than one a day. That's a unique shirt for every single day. And also a backup shirt, right? 2 pants. Oh, I guess and 1 pair of shorts or skirt, they wrote. Okay. I mean, look. I don't know, bro. Do you really need more than twice as many shirts as pants? Or like just bottoms in general? That feels kind of crazy. For what it's worth, not as bad as I thought. Because I thought it was just 2 pants. And I'm like, a pair of pants? 2 pants for a whole week, but 8 shirts is psycho. I mean, even 3 pairs. I mean, that's, you're wearing one of them at least 3 days or doing laundry. But if you're doing laundry, you don't need 8 shirts. I don't know, man. Okay, well, to be fair, this is... Oh, this is clearly crazy. Like, this is... Oh, this is... Oh my Jesus. This is so, like... overkill. Oh my God. They got like a 15 product makeup routine that they're planning to bring with them. An entire... Bro. A whole bathing set, like... everything. They got a cream for everything. Like, oh my goodness. Shampoo and dry shampoo? What even is that? What is dry shampoo? I've never heard of this in my life. What is dry shampoo? Absorb the dirt, oil, and grease of your scalp without washing it. Without the need for water. Why would you do this if you're also going to use regular shampoo? Huh. Interesting. Like, I don't know. Sometimes reading articles on stuff like this just makes me feel so broke. Because, like... There's a whole tab here that they put for jewelry and accessories. 1 wide scarf doubles as a blanket on the plane. First of all, what kind of scarf is big enough to be a blanket? Crazy, but okay. Earrings, studs and dangling earrings in gold and silver. Necklaces, dainty and statement options in gold and silver. Bracelets, lightweight basics in gold and silver. Rings, 3 gold and 3 silver, and a watch. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. The only one of these I have ever owned is a watch, and I don't even like wearing watches. But like, nah, dude. 6 rings, bracelets, necklaces, earrings. Like, bro, you're going on vacation. You're not going to the Met Gala. Like, this feels like so overkill. Oh my god. Packing list revised 1 week. What are these other people putting down here? This is just some random person on Reddit. They're putting the exact brand of some of the clothing that they're bringing with them. But I mean, this seems pretty regular. Clothes, water, tech, a Kindle, probably an older guy, or just well-educated individual. I feel like I don't see many young people using Kindles, but my dad has a Kindle and he uses it a lot, and I respect that. Shout out people who read books. That is cool. I kind of want to, like, I don't know. I say that I want to get back into reading. I haven't really read since I was in school, and I haven't really enjoyed reading since I was like in middle school. But I also feel like maybe it's just the kind of books that I had to read in school kind of put me off of it. But I don't know. I don't know what would get me to get back into reading. Because I've even tried reading like manga and stuff, and like I don't mind reading manga, but I still usually prefer watching stuff. That being said though, like, I don't know, maybe. I guess reading manga for me is usually either if I see a story that seems interesting to me, but it doesn't have an adaptation, or if it's like gonna take too long, like maybe they're still making it and I just want to catch up on the story, or maybe the series is gonna be so many episodes and I feel like I don't want the slower pacing of that. I want to just read because I read fast. But I don't know. I guess one other thing I was thinking about before I go traveling is I was considering getting new boots. Because if I'm going to go hiking, it would be nice to have. And like what it is I have a pair of boots right now, but my feet grew. I've been like in a tough spot with that because I've been having to replace all of my footwear for the first time in a long while. And one of the most annoying things for me was like the only like new footwear that I bought since my feet grew was my mom took me to this like warehouse kind of. Basically they just had like a bunch of shoes that they were selling at like significantly good prices, most likely because they're buying in like bulk and they probably have deals with the manufacturers or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's like this warehouse kind of store that just had like a bunch of shoes. Because I told her I needed to buy new shoes and she was like, all right, let's go here. And I'm like, okay. She wanted to just go there without me because it's kind of far for me. But I was like, nope, I definitely want to be there picking out my shoes. Because, you know, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but when it comes to clothing, I think the tactile feeling of clothing can matter to me a lot. I actually didn't used to realize how much this mattered to me because, I don't know, I remember taking like tests for, it feels kind of awkward to say, I was taking tests for like autism and stuff, right? You know, it would come up with questions like, you know, I am like deeply affected by the tactile feeling of my clothing and like, I don't know, they use like really intrusive language, right? And for certain things, like certain sensory things, I can relate to that. But for clothing, it always struck me as a little bit odd. Like I couldn't totally relate to like super caring about the material of my clothing. Like, you know, for the most part, I have a lot of different kinds of like pants and shirts and whatever. And I'll wear some things that are nice quality and I'll wear other things that I've had for like over 10 years that barely fit me and are really cheap. Sometimes they're hand-me-downs, sometimes they're just discount buys, whatever. And I'm fine with it, right? But shoes, I really care about how my foot feels in a shoe. I don't know if you guys can relate to that at all. But like, something that I definitely have noticed is like I was trying on a lot of different shoes and I was just like, walking feels wrong. Like if you wear a shoe and it feels wrong to walk, or like, I don't know, it like props up your foot at an angle you don't like there's like leavening somewhere that's too much, or there's like no cushioning and it's just completely flat. It can feel like so wrong on my foot. I don't like it. I don't like it. But in the end, like, I ended up getting a pair of shoes with my mom when we were out, because she was like really on my case. She wanted me to get something, and I was annoyed because I basically came into it wanting the exact same shoe that I had before but bigger, and they unsurprisingly didn't have it. And that pair of shoes is kind of expensive. It cost me like, I think a little over $100 when I bought it last time when I was working retail. So you know, that being said, I don't really expect my feet to grow again particularly, at least not for a long time. You know, I didn't expect them to grow again like now. You know, I thought I was past the point where my body was still growing, but because my feet got bigger, I have to buy new shoes. So I ended up getting this pair of shoes with my mom, but they're like basically no conditioning on those shoes, right? It's very, very like flat. And I didn't notice it when I was in the warehouse. I was kind of just like, I put them on, I walked around for like 20 seconds, and I was like, all right, these feel pretty okay. Like, fine. You want me to get something that badly? We'll get this pair of shoes. And I like how they look. But the problem is, like, if I go on like longer walks, it's harder on my feet because there's like zero support. So I'm high-key considering just going and trying to get my my old shoe again before I go on this trip. Like, I was kind of debating, like, do I want to get new boots that fit? Or do I want to get my old shoes back? Or do I want to get neither? And I kind of think that I want my pair of walking shoes back, because I really miss just having like a super comfortable shoe. It's just really nice to have. I don't know. If you've never experienced it, like, I didn't know what I was missing before I bought them. But, you know, when I started working retail and having to like stand for an entire day, that was when I kind of realized, you know, like my feet were aching and I was like, all right, first paycheck, I'm buying a nice pair of shoes. And it was actually life-changing. Like, it's one of those things where I feel like I can't easily go back. Like, I've gone back, but I miss it. The tests do try too hard to put labels onto people. But, I mean, one of the interesting things that I've seen in terms of, like, autism testing is, interestingly, like, some of the tests that people actively say like the labels are too extreme, like they don't, like their answers don't feel like they perfectly fit themselves, do have a higher accuracy for detecting autism. Like if you like ask questions that seem like more absurd, or like, you know, you put stronger answers, even if it forces people to kind of exaggerate or maybe not answer as nuanced as they would like to, it has a more accurate outcome, which is kind of odd, but interesting nonetheless. I guess, you know, at the end of the day, I think that because it's a spectrum, it's not like I necessarily base myself off of the label at all anyway. I kind of just use it as like a, you know, I don't know. I know that I'm like neurodivergent in many ways, and I don't really think of myself as like super different from other people because of that. I just kind of use it as like a framework to contextualize my own mental processes, I guess. I feel like that's the healthiest way to go about it. But I don't really worry about stuff like that. I do still want to get tested for, well, the thing is, I actually did get tested for ADHD, and the doctor that I was there with, you know, they were immediately like, yeah, you're like very much ADHD, right? So I kept asking my doctor, I was like, do I have my diagnosis yet? Because they weren't faxing it. And what happened is I got diagnosed for ADHD, and then the doctor that did my testing before they actually officially put it on my file, they left the province. So I have to get retested for ADHD now because because I never got the diagnosis, and the person who would be able to confirm it for me is no longer available. You know, we just have zero contact with them. So unlucky on my part. Might be a long way until I get anything correlated with that sorted, but you know, it is what it is. But I definitely agree that, like, you know, you can't understand how somebody's gonna behave just because you know, like, they have ADHD or they have autism or something. Like, it can put context on like a set of thinking systems, but I at the same time, I don't think that it's actually predictive in itself. Like, you still need to know like that person's like values and stuff. Oh, my cousin texted me back. I was texting my cousin earlier about the Nintendo Direct because I watched it this morning, and he had more or less the exact same takeaway from me. I saw his little preview pop up just now, and it was like, yeah, I saw it. It was pretty mid except for Tomodachi Life, and I was like, high key mood. I don't know if there was any games that I saw on there other than Pokemon Legends ZA, which I was planning to buy anyway, and it was already revealed, and I saw Tomodachi Life, and I was like, yo, because I never actually played Tomodachi Life on the DS, but I wanted to, though. I always wanted to play Tomodachi Life, but I felt like the time kind of passed by the time that I sort of was put on game, and so I never got into it. But I want to get into it on the Switch one, because I think a lot of my friends are gonna buy it. And recently, I don't know, having those like chill, funny games is kind of my vibe. Like, I started playing like Bloons Tower Defense stuff again yesterday, just because I was bored. I was looking for something chill to do. So I've just been chilling, sort of. You know, I will say I've been grinding Osu a lot still, because I'm in a tournament that in some ways I've been having a lot of fun with, and in other ways I don't regret joining the tournament, actually. No, let me be honest. I've been enjoying it, but I also am kind of looking forward to it being over and stepping away from the game, because I don't know, it's a lot of work to like grind at a game and play competitively. I reached top 2.5 thousand global. That was kind of like my big goal, and I'm really happy about that. So now I feel like, you know, I want to sort of finish the tournament and then step away from it a little bit. I'm looking forward to getting back into doing more like music stuff again next month. You know, I was planning to do a lot of original music this year, but I think that I'm actually probably going to just focus more on like cover songs later this year. And what I'm basically doing is I was initially planning on potentially like commissioning a lot of producers this year, and I changed my mind and I kind of decided I wanted to start learning to produce on my own. So, you know, I've been tinkering around with FL Studio a little bit in my free time every now and then, and you know, I'm kind of slowly taking my time to learn how to produce music myself this year. I definitely want to release something that I do like fully on my own this year. But for the time being, I still want to be like singing and doing stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to start doing more song covers and stuff when I come back from my vacation. Yo, what's up, Jake? Bro, I was just talking about the Nintendo Direct. I'm excited because I texted my cousin earlier and I saw that my cousin sent me something. Wait, I'm gonna pause my tracking for a sec just so I can check his text. Right, yeah, I forgot as well. They announced that they have the Switch 2 Direct happening on the 2nd, which is gonna be awkward because I'm gonna be like in the airport. Maybe I'll ask my cousin to wait on watching it so we can watch it when I land. Oh, that would be fun actually if we watched the Nintendo Direct together. Wait, I'm gonna have to text him back later. I'm gonna have to text him and be like, yo, you wanna like wait until I'm there on the 2nd and then we can like watch it together? Yeah, because I mean, Well, I mean, I noticed, like, when I was watching the direct, I feel like they didn't do a lot of main title announcements, right? Like, there was Metroid 4. That's not something I personally really care about, but I mean, that is a pretty big announcement in some ways. They showed a little bit more of Legends ZA, but I mean, we already knew about Legends ZA, and they really didn't show that much more about it. It was more or less the same. And they showed Tomodachi Life. And other than that, it was all like spin-offs, like I guess Rhythm Heaven I kind of think of as like a Nintendo thing. I don't even know if that's true. I actually genuinely don't know if that's true. But, you know, like they had the Rhythm Heaven, they had the like Atlas game. They had like a few like relevant ports that people would care about. But there wasn't like that much new. So I'm expecting a lot of new titles to kind of get showcased more for the Switch 2 Direct. I know they showed that like new Mario Kart a while back, so I guess we'll probably see more of the Mario Kart as a release title is my guess. Maybe they'll have some sort of like, I don't know if they're gonna have like a system gimmick where they can base a game off of it, because we had like the 1-2 Switch game, if you guys remember that. But I think there's actually some of the features that they're cutting back in the Switch 2. Like, I don't even think 1-2 Switch is gonna work properly on the Switch 2. Because, I mean, I guess it's like it costs them extra money or like inconveniences in some ways for features that are almost never used. Like, I think there was something about like maybe infrared or like something like magnet related in the controllers that they're cutting. I don't remember exactly, but it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I don't know if it was infrared, but it was something where there was literally like only like a few games that even used it on the Switch. Switch. Yeah, I was right. There is an infrared camera in the Nintendo Switch. If you let me look at my Joy-Con. It's this little like black strip at the bottom of the Joy-Con. I've always wondered what this thing is. This is for infrared? Who's using that? Bro, what? Oh, apparently these are gonna be in the Switch 2 Joy-Cons too, though. So, me when I lie, I guess. What games use this? I genuinely, I have no idea. Interesting. Helps for emulation. Oh, it does the motion controls. How does it do motion controls if the camera's not pointed at the Switch? Because it would be like pointing at you. I guess it's just like it does the reading of the infrared and then sends the data to the Switch and like moves it or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about infrared technology, but that's interesting. There was some sort of features. Maybe it was like, I think one of the features that they talked about dropping for the Switch 2 cons was like, I think there was a thing in the 1-2 Switch game where you could like make the controller feel more weighted on one side than the other or something. I feel like I heard something about that. Maybe, I don't know how they were achieving it. I've never even played 1-2 Switch. I don't own it because I don't bother buying like the demo games like that particularly. Wii Sports was goated. See, Wii Sports is an insane way to showcase your technology. But like, I don't know, 1-2 Switch was definitely more of a gimmick. Like, I think it was probably fun, but like, it doesn't have any replayability for what is sold as like a AAA game, I feel like. For golfing, I don't think that matters, right? Like, I don't think that it matters to have like the feeling that your Joy-Con is more weighted at the bottom for like making it feel like a golf club or something. I don't know. For realism, I think that's what it was, but I think they kind of like, there's a couple features like that where they were like, yeah, game devs aren't using this, we don't need to put it back, like, which makes sense, you know. But you know what I want to see come back, bro? We've gotten the follow-up for Wii Sports, but where is the follow-up for Wii Sports Resort? Cause Wii Sports Resort was goated, bro. Like, oh my god, we need to bring it back, man. Like the island one where you could fly the plane around and like try and get to every single location, Or like, dude, like the like laser sword fencing where they had like the little story campaign with all the levels where you'd like go through and like a PvE killing all the Mii's in that sword fighting. That was so fire, bro, I swear. There were so many good like aspects of Wii Sports Resort. I love that game, man. I love both of them, but I do think that Resort had a lot more replayability in some ways. I want to see it come back one day, bro. They need to. I think they technically had a spin-off on the 3DS. Like, what was it? Pilot Wings or something? I think I had it, but I have no recollection of even playing Pilot Wings Resort. Like, what even is this game? I have zero recollection of playing this. There was a 1990 SNES game called Pilot Wings, and Pilot Wings 64 was also a game. Wii Sports Resort was a spin-off? That's crazy. I had no idea. Wow. I thought that was like a cool game mode that they came up with first. I had no idea this was based off of a whole game series that they had. Wait, really? Pilot Wings, SNES. Let me look at this. Oh, it looks so scuffed. I mean, to be fair, it's on the SNES and you have to do it more like 3D. So it makes sense. I still remember playing the SNES. My babysitter had one of those and I had a lot of fun. But yeah, it definitely seems like more of an experimental kind of title. It worked really well as a mini game in Wii Sports Resort, but I don't know if I'd want a whole game dedicated to it. So not too surprising that they haven't really pushed it since the Nintendo 64. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense too. Like back then, if you had the ability to like fly a plane around and like look at the island, I feel like that would be like mind breaking. Like it would, you know, amazing for its time, kind of immersive, even if it's scuffed. But nowadays, like, it's not that crazy. Like half of the time you're playing a video game, the character can just fly because they can, like, or at least double jump. Like, you know, we've entered like such different times, you know, that it almost caters to more of like a more realism oriented experience than like fantasy or like, you know, just like something that's like so different. It's like mind-blowing or immersive in some way. I wonder what other titles they're gonna do for Switch 2. I don't know if they'll do a new Smash. I feel like they could, but I don't know if they actually will. I feel like there has to be some sort of Mario Bros. That isn't Wonder. Because I remember they did like Super Mario Wonder or whatever. I didn't play it, but I saw it. And it was well received, but also it seemed like it was so short. Like, I think there were people that beat it in one sitting. And like, I'm sorry, bro. I love Mario, and I also love short games. But you cannot be charging $80 for a platformer that's done in one sitting. Like, that just that doesn't fly anymore, I feel like. It's not good enough. You know, after a point, like, they're formulaic enough that I'd almost rather just go play one of the old Mario games. I haven't played it like a Mario Bros game in a long time, for what it's worth, though. I liked, there was this one on my 3DS that I liked a lot. Let me see it. I think I have the game case still. Oh, let me look. I would have to dig up my charger because my 3DS is long dead and I don't know where my charger is at or if I even still have it, to be honest. But New Super Mario Bros. 2. This game was actually really good. I liked this. This game was good. It had like extra worlds and stuff. It was fun. I wonder what like 3DS games I have here. Look back, maybe it'll like remind me of series on stuff. Mario Kart 7. I mean, they're gonna do new Mario Kart. Pokemon X. What if they reveal Gen 10 for Pokemon? Oh my god, I hope they do. But it seems kind of crazy that they wouldn't do that for Pokemon Direct if that's the case, right? Like, there's no way. There's no way. But it's also kind of insane how long we're going without a Gen 10. Like, I don't know. How long do they really plan to keep it on Scarlet and Violet? Maybe a while. I guess it depends how ambitious they're trying to be with it. What else we got here? I got Plants vs. Zombies for the DS. Oh my god. Oh, Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon X. There's Pilot Wings, Omega Ruby and Y. I had both versions for both back in the day. Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion 3 was on the Switch though, wasn't it? I think. And then, oh my god, SpongeBob SquarePants. It doesn't even, oh, SpongeBob Squiggle Pants. Sorry, I can't read. I think there was a different SpongeBob game that was more popular than that one, but I never tried it. I'm hoping for a new Pokemon game on the Switch too. I will lose my shit because I love Pokemon so much. But man, I don't know. It definitely feels odd. They didn't have that much to show in the Pokemon Direct, so maybe, you know, as like a cope thing, I can be like, oh, it's because they had to keep it under wraps that the Gen 10 is gonna come out, but I kind of doubt it, you know. Better Sword and Shield? I mean, in a lot of ways, same. I think that the story in Sword and Shield wasn't that good for Pokemon standards, but like, Dynamax was a cool mechanic. The story wasn't bad. I liked the region. I think that I kind of liked the mix of having like the regular grass encounters and like the wild area that's like all open world instead of everything being open world. But I mean, I also did like open world in Scarlet and Violet, so it's hard to say for me. I also, you know, I think nobody would complain about Gen 5 remakes, right? We had like the sort of unofficial like Gen 4 remake, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and even though the art style was like kind of different, it was good. It was pretty solid, but I mean, like a real faithful Gen 5 remake, people would lose their shit. Because Gen 5 is the GOAT. Gen 5 is huge, you know what I mean? Like, I think that is, if not Gen 10, it's gotta be that. It could be a cool opportunity in some ways as well, because they're bringing Mega Evolution back with Legends ZA. Imagine if they put Mega Evos on Gen 5. Because I don't feel like we have that many Gen 5 Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions. Right? Like, let me look it up. Mega Evolution Pokemon. What Gen 5 mons even have a Mega? Let me see. Is Gen 3? There's a lot because of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Is there none? Am I tripping? Scizor, Heracross, Houndoom, Titar, and then here's the Gen 3s, like Aggron, Manectric, yeah. Latios, then Gen 4 had Garchomp, Lucario, Bombasnow, Gallade. They gave it to Audino. They gave it to Audino, and I think that is literally it. Am I? Yeah, no. The only Gen 5 Pokemon with a Mega is Audino, which Mega Audino is cool, but it has to be one of the least, like, memorable or just, like, one of the ones that nobody asked for, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to see some, like, real Megas show up for Gen 5 Pokemon, because there's a lot of iconic Gen 5 Pokemon that I think would be really cool with that sort of redesign to it. And just the fact they have Mega Audino would be conducive to like making some like good trainers and stuff as well. I feel like playing Gen 5 with like fairy types and stuff being back in and all of that. I think there's a lot of potential for a Gen 5 remake to be cool. I'm like super Pokemon brained because I've been playing Run and Bun again. You know, I was like not really playing for a while, and then I hopped on a call with Shiny at like midnight, and I was like, you know, let's play Run and Bun, and he was making some focaccia bread, which looked absolutely delicious. I need to actually try making some bread again sometime. But I've been playing that. I actually just like soft lost the run today. I was playing earlier, And I mean, I didn't actually lose the run, but I lost enough of my important Pokemon that I was like, man, screw this game. I don't want to play. Like, I'd rather restart because I lost a lot of really important resources, and I was like, whatever. Oh, well. It was interesting. I was trying a run using Chimchar instead of Turtwig. And in some ways, it was really cool, and in other ways, I missed my goat, my boy. I missed my baby Turtwig. You know what's an interesting thing to think about? Is, like, they're kind of revamping all of the worst starters with, like, regional forms through the Legends series. Like, in the first one, they did, I guess, to be fair, Typhlosion, Samurott, and Decidueye were all just, like, mid. Like, they weren't actually useless. They just weren't, like, super strong. They're mostly outclassed. This gen, they're doing, like, the actual, like, bottom-of-the-barrel starters. Like, it's also funny that it's Chikorita and Totodile, like, 2 from Gen 2, just because they're so, like... All the Gen 2 starters got outscaled so bad, bro. And then Emboar. I love Tepig, man. I gotta choose Tepig when I play ZA. I love Tepig so much. So cute. But man, you know what? It gives me hope that whatever the third entry in the series is gonna be, they gotta do like a new regional form of Turtwig. I would love to see something different. Imagine, okay, let me cook. Grass Fairy Torterra with like a Sakura like cherry blossom tree theme. Ooh, that would be cute. That would be cute. And also probably good. I feel like that could be sick. You know what else is kind of cool? I saw that it's like Cherry Blossom Day in Japan. I opened Twitter for some godforsaken reason earlier. And then I saw like a bunch of people were posting about the fact that it was Cherry Blossom Day. And it's great because they have like the little Japanese hashtag and there's just a bunch of cute art in there. Like I saw some like cute Pokemon art, some like Miku art. Saw a lot of cute stuff in there, pretty good. I always love seeing like, they have so many like creative days in Japan where they'll do like a little hashtag and put like a bunch of different fan art for stuff with like a theme. I feel like you don't see that kind of stuff in like Western spheres as much, but it's really cool. I can't wait to go like cherry blossom viewing here as well. I don't think it's in bloom yet. I think it's supposed to, I looked it up earlier this month. I think it's like late April, early May is like around the time it's going to be most in bloom. So I'll probably go sometime in like late April to check it out. But I always look forward to going to see the cherry blossoms every year. Cause it's just so pretty, man. It's just so like fun. It's so nice. Just like walk around and there's just a bunch of like pink trees and like flowers and shit. And it's also kind of wholesome too, because like I feel like a lot more people come out to like look at the cherry blossoms, and so there's like more of a like communal feeling of like seeing a bunch of people around as well. You know, you got everybody taking pictures and stuff. It's nice. I always like to get some good pictures. You know, it's not very often that I like to take pictures of myself, but every once and again, you know, it's nice. I think there's actually a really old picture from when I went cherry blossom viewing, like way back in the day when I was newer to streaming, like really newer to streaming. I'm scrolling deep right now, looking at my old stuff to try and find it. Come on, I know it's somewhere down here. Where is it? Man, I used to my media tab is so full because I remember I used to show everything. I used to like post my thumbnail every time. Where is it? There was like an old picture that I remember posting, and it was like I had a picture of like me holding up my phone with my model under like the cherry blossom trees IRL. And it was kind of fun. It was kind of cute. I don't know where that... Oh, I found it. I found it. Wait, let me download it. And then I can put it on the stream. Image. Boop. Boop. Downloads. Boop. There it is. Oh my god. Ancient photo. Of me just out. See, like, look at all the people around. I don't think it was like super in bloom last year, but I mean, it was still good. Like, there was a fair amount. Maybe we'll have to take another one this year with the model, just so that I can have it. We gotta go again together, man. It's always nice. Nice to have company for it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going again. I got some like new I got a new... I'm like visualizing the outfit right now for when we go as well and we take pictures and stuff. I recently, for my birthday, I got some like new pants from Uniqlo. It was funny. I went out with my mom and my sister and them, and the restaurant I wanted to go to opened at like 3. And we got there at like noon, so we went somewhere else to eat, and I still wanted to go. I wanted to go to both restaurants. So I was like, because it's my favorite place for like chicken, right? So I think we got ramen or something, and then it was like, let's just kill time and then we'll get some chicken, and then we'll all like go home or whatever after, right? So we went to the mall and we went to Uniqlo, and I was like, I don't actually want to get anything. I just want to look around, because I mean, I like Uniqlo as a store. I like to look around, but they're expensive, right? And I already have most of the clothes that I need, so I was like, I don't want you to buy me anything. It's fine. Like, let's just look around. And they ended up bullying me into getting... I say bullying me. They ended up getting me something, which I appreciate, of course, right? But I didn't want them to spend too much money. But they got me these pants, and I actually really like the way that they look. Specifically, like the way it tapers at the bottom. It's got like, it's not flared, but it definitely comes out like a little bit like looser than most pants that I have at the bottom, and like kind of covers my shoe. And I was just walking and I was like, I like the way this looks on my shoes. And I feel like it's definitely, there's a big thing in like Japanese fashion, especially for men, of having like sort of like looser fit, like baggier clothing in some ways. Not like super baggy in the sense that it's like super oversized. I feel like it's more like the cut of it. It just like comes out a little bit longer and looser, but it doesn't look necessarily as like the same look as if you buy something that's just like 2 sizes too big for you or something. You know what I mean? It's like subtly a little bit baggy, and I like that. And I wanna go out and like take some pictures in those pants. I'll probably get some when I go on vacation too, because they're probably gonna be really good for like going out on nature walks and stuff. And I'm expecting to do some hiking when I'm out. So apparently it's really nice. My cousin is like, you know, he's not staying there permanently right now. He's just doing like an internship, but he's got like a place that's kind of near. It's sort of like in between like being close to downtown, but also like having some really nice like nature areas nearby. I'm looking forward to it, honestly, because I love when you can get that like rare balance striking of having like nature walking options near you and like a convenient way to get downtown. Super nice. I think it's just gonna be fun. I'm so excited, man. I totally agree. I definitely have found as I got older that baggier pants are always better. Jeans, skinny jeans suck. Nobody likes skinny jeans. You gotta get loose jeans. You gotta get cargo pants. One of the best parts about them is they're comfy. So you want to keep it loose, right? You want to make sure that you get a loose pair. Or like, you know, track pants. It's like, it's no matter what kind of pants you want to wear, it always comes back that it's just better to have them not be tight. But I also like just visually like baggier clothes in some ways in general. I don't know. Maybe, you know what it probably is? I'm not a gym bro. I'm not hitting those grinds. You know, I don't have any guns to be bursting out of my shirt. I feel like most of the time, you know, if you're like really working up your physique as a guy, I can get the appeal for wanting like a very fitted shirt. But otherwise, like, nah, bro. I don't know. There's something so much more like approachable to me, like shape wise, about like looser clothing. It just looks like so much more chill. It looks like relaxed. Well, I mean, it is relaxed, and you know, I like both the vibe of that, and it's just more comfortable. Like, why not? I always like comfort. Yeah, I was talking about it as well, about how I like care about like tactile feeling of like my shoes. But I guess one thing I didn't think about is when I was a kid, I used to always let my dad buy my clothes, and I was like, I don't care how it looks as long as it's comfortable. And nowadays, I'm pickier. I care how it looks, but also the comfort is a prerequisite. Like, I won't buy clothes that I don't think feel nice. So you know what? Maybe I do care more about how clothes feel than I thought. But I still definitely, you know, the more I think about it, especially now, I just like finally got like a huge amount of money that the government has been owing me. Actually, technically, I don't know if they've deposited it for me yet, but I got the forms to claim it. So now I know that the government's gonna give me my money. I'm really thinking about going back and just getting the same pair of shoes that I used to have before my feet grew out of them, because like my current pair, it's just not comfy enough, bro. I miss walking shoes. I miss like the cushiness and like, I don't know, like the feel, you know, the best way I can describe it is like when I buy headphones, I always look for a good pair that's like so comfortable that you can just wear it all day. Like the difference between wearing the headphones and not wearing them in terms of how comfortable your head is like basically zero. It doesn't matter. You can wear them like as long as you want, and they're just equally as comfortable. And good shoes are the exact same. That's something I've learned, is that if you get in the right pair of shoes, I can wear it all day and it feels great. Whereas like these current pair of shoes that I got, that are like actually my size, like it's nice that my toes have space, or like just like my foot in general has space. But at the same time, like, I don't know, if I'm like walking around too much, my feet start hurting because there's no support, and it feels bad. I don't like it. Takes me back. You know, I kind of forgot about how nice it can be, just because, you know, like when I was working retail, you know, I had like the nice shoes, and I took that for granted in some ways. But also, like, you know, when I started retail, I didn't, and I literally had foot cramps like every day, like crazy. I still remember, man, like the first week I ever started working retail, I was doing like my full 8-hour shifts, like 5 days a week. I would come home and my feet would actually hurt so bad that I felt like I was gonna cry. Because I was wearing like these really cheap old like Nike running shoes that had zero support, just completely flat, cheap material. It was not it, bro. Standing for like all day in those is tough, bro. But I mean, no support shoes in general. I don't know. I'm not with it. I need to get my old kicks back. I miss no other shoe can do it for me. I'm loyal. Once I tried this shoe, I can't go back. Let me see. Chrome showing here. Yes, it is a pair of Vans. Admittedly, my new pair of shoes is also Vans, but it's not the same Vans shoe. The comfort is not there. It's not cushioned. It's just like a regular high top sneaker, and it's nice. I mean, I've never actually owned high top sneakers, so it was like interesting to try it, but like I like the look, but I don't like it for stuff where I gotta be like out all day. You know what I mean? Because it like my foot just starts hurting after a while. Let me see if I can find the exact shoe here at this store. Well, that might be the one. Hold up. Wait, I'm looking. Was it this shoe? I think it's this one. I gotta go back to the shoe store. Maybe even like later today, honestly. I might honestly go after stream and just try and get some new shoes, cause I need it. I need my kicks. I miss them. Like, if I'm gonna be walking around a lot, which on vacation I think I probably will be, then you know, I definitely want to be getting like a nice pair. I think, where was it? Oh, they got a lot of, wait, they have so many pages. Oh, psych. Yo, I did not realize how they got 18 pages of shoes. Sheesh. Wait, let me look. Let me try and find the exact pair that I was wearing. I'm not normally like a shoes person. Like, I don't be collecting sneakers and stuff. I know some guys are about that. I think it's cool. I would like to own more pairs of shoes, but really, like, for me, it's just like I need my like main go-to pair back, where it's like I don't need to use a single brain cell. I just like grab this shoe and put it on and I'm comfortable and it works with like every outfit and I'm happy, right? I feel like having certain like wardrobe pieces like that for every kind of clothing is where it's at. You know, I'm way less about like getting pieces that like work with like a specific outfit kind of. It's more like I need that like core basic that like just goes with everything. Cause then, you know, I don't have to like plan out what I'm wearing day to day nearly as much. I just know that I'm good. You know, I just grab the basics and I'm comfy and I look good, and that's where it's at for me. You know, I like a more simplistic style anyway, so. Damn, some of these shoes are expensive, bro. Holy shit. I mean, you know, that's how shoes be sometimes, I guess. Where is, like, the exact pair that I was looking at? I think I scrolled past it. I think it was one of the earlier ones I looked at. Yeah, I think it was one of the earlier ones here. Let me go back to page like 1 and then see where it was at, like page 3 maybe. Yeah, this is a classic shoe for me. I think this is the one that I was wearing. Let me get a picture. Let me get a picture for the people. Where is it? Image. Boop, boop. These shoes, bro. I love these shoes. They're so comfy. Like that like platform on the bottom has like a ton of midriff support. And like, I don't know, just like a good pair of like black and white shoes that go with everything. Like you can't go wrong with like, you can't really go wrong with black or white shoes, but white shoes, like you gotta keep them clean, which is annoying. Black shoes are so easy, man. And I feel like in a lot of ways, I kind of prefer white shoes when you're wearing like a darker bottom so that it like adds like a pop of color. But I don't know, a lot of the time I tend to like use lighter colored pants in general, so black shoes kind of just work. I like it. Have fun on vacation. Thank you, Rita. I'm excited to go. I haven't been on a vacation in like 10 years, dude. Something approaching 10 years anyway. It's been so long. It's not actually like super soon. I'm going next Wednesday. But I figured, I don't know. I've been kind of mentally checked out a little bit from streaming and stuff. I'll probably do like another stream or two before then, but we'll see. I'm going to be hanging out with Rita later this week. Rita's on her 4-year anniversary doing stuff all week. So I'm going to be on for something later. I still need to finish my like little slideshow. I remember I started it earlier this week, and I haven't touched it in a couple days. I was planning to finish it tonight probably. It's gonna be fun. I'm so looking forward to it, man. I remember I used to love doing like presentations back in like high school and middle school. It was always one of my favorite things. Like I still remember being conflicted about specifically English class because I didn't like reading that much, but I loved the fact that they let us do presentations for grades like a couple times a year. That was like always one of my highlights. Like I still I don't remember the details of it that well, but I still remember a project that I got like a 95 on where we had to do. It was such a weird one. It was like we were studying Romeo and Juliet because they always make you do Shakespeare. And I didn't like Shakespeare that much either, if I'm being honest. But it was mostly just because we had to like memorize old English and stuff like that. That was mostly why I was a hater back in high school. I was also just like more of a hater in general back in school, but we had to do a project specifically on like if you could bring one item with you into the world of Romeo and Juliet to like change the course of events so that it wouldn't be like a tragedy or whatever, what would you bring? And like 99% of people, they did the most cheese answer. They brought like a cell phone and they were kind of like allowed to sort of roll with it, even though it doesn't make any sense for their world because they're not going to have like cell towers and stuff. Nobody else is going to have a cell phone. Like, how would you do anything with it, right? That's how I felt about it anyway. An airplane? Wait, what's the sauce of the airplane? We just pick one, we just, like, I don't know, kidnap Romeo and fly him away. Alcohol? I don't know what alcohol would. Did they not have alcohol? Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what the reasoning was, but my answer was like a solar powered fridge or like some ridiculous shit like that. I had like, cause I didn't want to cheese it. You know, they were saying like you were gonna have electricity and everything, but I didn't want to cheese it. So I was like a fridge with a solar panel built on it. I'm trying to remember how it happened. I think there was basically some sort of like key event that happened. I can't remember if it was either because like they didn't have a fridge or like they had to like go somewhere to access a fridge and like something happened at that time. I don't remember exactly, but it was basically like you could sequence break something if there was a fridge there. And so I was like, if you had a fridge with a solar panel, you could solve the problem like this. And I actually got like almost an 100 on it, and I felt like such a genius. It was such a goofy project. That I loved that teacher though. He was actually a music teacher. It was my music teacher in grade 9. Also was my English teacher in grade 9, and he was such a chill old guy, bro. He was so sweet. I remember being so devastated that he left the school after that year, and so we just didn't have a music program anymore because he just wasn't there and we didn't have a different music teacher. And it was like, no, because he was so, I loved him. He was like my favorite teacher at that school, bro. He was so sweet. I hope he's doing well out there, bro. I hope he's been living a good life. But man, he was such a chill guy. Shout out to the good teachers, bro. Pretty chill it was a chill project. I remember doing slideshows a lot in when I took psychology as well. There was a lot of like presentations we ended up doing in psych. Maybe that was just because of my teacher. I don't know how normal it was, but I liked it, you know. I think it makes sense. It's like a pretty like socializing like based subject in a lot of ways. I do specifically remember I had to do my like culminating assignment in addition to the exam. We had to like do a presentation, like an in-depth dive on like a specific mental illness or like phenomenon, I suppose. And I did mine back then. This is like kind of a dark topic, I guess, so like trigger warning, but we did ours on like teenage suicide, right? Which I think is a very important subject. And on a much lighter note from the topic itself, I remember like I tend to be a bit of a procrastinator on stuff, but deadline was starting to get closer, so I started going through and I noticed that she wasn't doing anything, and I was like, oh Lord, there's somebody out there who decides to kick the stone down the road further than I do. So she finished her part like a day or two before we had to present it. I swear it was. We were cutting deadlines close, but we did amazing. I think I literally scored like a 95 or an 100 on that project. I always did well on that stuff just because I was naturally like pretty comfortable speaking. And so I enjoyed it a lot. And it's made me think I kind of want to like do slideshow based stuff as like a stream idea at some point too. Like I'm going to do like a sillier, like more fun thing with Rita. But I also had a different idea to do a slideshow about the times that I got to rank 1 in like competitive Pokemon, where I was #1 global on the ladder. And I was like, it would actually be really fun to like put together a little slideshow going through like how I built the teams and like, you know, what the like meta game was like at the time, and like what kind of things like sort of innovate, like what innovations allowed me to like crack the format and hit rank 1 and stuff like that. I feel like it would actually be really fun to just like kind of sit down and explain it. Or I mean, it would also just be fun to do like stupid slideshows and stuff. I've seen a lot of my like VTuber friends, not a lot, but I've seen a few of my VTuber friends do like slideshow type streams, and I feel like it would be a fun spin on like chatting stuff. Because I like doing chatting streams like this, but I always think it's more fun if I could like come at it with a specific idea. Like I have a chatting stream that I want to do sometime probably next month that I thought of a while back. I don't know if you guys remember, but I feel like there was a trend like a year or two ago where it would just show like these just ridiculous, like unlivable scenarios. Just some like sci-fi horror, like insane scenario, like I don't know, like a vortex appearing in the sky or some shit. And it would be like, what are you doing in this situation? And I feel like 99% of them, you look at it, the answer is like, I don't know, die, like nothing. But like, I kind of want to like curate some of those and have a group, like a collective stream, where we look at some what are you doing in this situation scenarios, and we got to come up with a solution. Like exactly, I would punch the meteor back in the sky. Stuff like that, right? You know, I would you know, the boat is sinking and we're in like shark infested waters. I would learn to ride a shark, and I would steer him back to land, like, you know. I feel like it'd be fun to just like have some like really stupid, like, what are you doing in this situation type stuff. I don't think it even necessarily has to be like stupid like fantasy stuff like that. I think it could be funny even just to like poll people, like, what are you doing in this scenario? And it's like a classic dilemma, you know, like what is the consensus on, like, maybe not something as dark as like the trolley problem or something. What about like, wait, oh, you know, it'd be a god mode like moment. We could immediately filter my entire chat by gender by doing a what are you doing in this scenario, and it's a wall of urinals, and you like place guys in certain spots and you have to choose where you're supposed to go pee. Classic. Immediately just filter out, just like prove where all of the bros are at. It's like an important like moment. You have to know the bro code for like public bathroom etiquette. Extremely important. All the guys know, all the fellas. What if you're an extroverted peer? Yo, that's making me think of now. This is so cursed, bro. I saw a YouTube video in my recommended that was just, I haven't watched it, but I saw it in my recommended. It was called like making friends in weird places or something like that. And the thumbnail was just like two guys next to each other at a urinal, and it was reaching out for a handshake. And it's like I don't know. It said like "I'm Adam" or like some name, and then the other guy above his head, the text was like "I'm peeing," like something stupid like that. I was like, dude, that's a crazy thumbnail. The most forbidden extension of like a dad joke I've ever seen. Yo, I remember when I was out for my birthday, I actually did like go to the bathroom with my I guess he's not technically my brother-in-law yet, but I'll call him my brother-in-law. We went to the bathroom at the same time because my mom and my sister went, and we were like, we should also go to the bathroom. And it was like, I don't know, it was odd. Like, I'm not saying like we actually like went to the bathroom together like that. But like, I don't know, I feel like guys, you almost never go to the washroom at the same time. I always see girls do it. Like they move in packs, bro. If somebody's going to the bathroom, they're all going to the bathroom. But like with the guys, I don't know, like one person will go and everybody's just chilling outside, like standing next to the bathroom, kind of sketchy, until their friend comes back out. Yo, it's like, what if we changed that? What if the boys started having meetings in the public washrooms? What if we broke this stereotype? What if we changed the culture? What would you even talk about? See, this is the problem though. It's like I don't know what you would talk about. What are we gossiping about in there, bro? Back room is insane. Oh my god. Hey, I mean, talk about the baddies, bro. Nobody's getting any baddies anymore, bro. Be so for real. Pokemon? Okay, now that, yeah, there we go. What if there was like, idea, right? We get the gang back into Pokemon Go. You find a public bathroom that has like a gym that you can reach while taking a shit. That would be insane, bro. I feel like I remember seeing a meme of like some dude sitting in like a public bathroom stall and asking the guy beside him, he was like, "Want to play Mario Kart?" And he like handed the dude a Joy-Con under the urinal and put the Switch mount like on the ground in between them, like under where the wall still has visibility, and it's just two dudes playing Mario Kart in a fucking public bathroom. And I'm like, that is simultaneously the most chill, awesome shit I've ever seen and the most psychotic thing I could ever imagine doing in a bathroom. Exam cramming. Oh gosh, good luck, Reimu. I hope your exam goes well. I mean, crashing out, valid crash out, bro. Oh my god. Cramming is too real, I feel that. It's been a long time since I've had to, but... What subject? What's your exam? I feel like the last time I've actually had to cram was when I wrote my Japanese exam. Which was voluntary. It was of my own volition, but you know. I remember I got sick and it made it hard to cram. But I did pass. I got my certificate recently, so I'm happy about that. Computer science? I still don't really know. Is computer science like the same as computer programming, or is it more like the hardware side of it? Because I feel like I remember hearing that it had more to do with like the hardware of computers, but I could be wrong. What if it's basically assembly, Java, and algorithms? That makes sense. God, I remember trying to learn Java like so long ago. This must have been... Well, it was when I was in 8th grade. I remember that. I was, not hardware, not only programming. I see. Okay. I remember I tried to learn Java back in 8th grade. They made us spend like 2 weeks on... It was actually a really cool thing that I don't think is part of like the main curriculum, but our teachers at my school did it. We had to do like a passion project where you would choose something you were going to learn for 2 weeks and set like a SMART goal or whatever. And then we had like a little like web page to do journal entries as we went through. And then at the end, we had to present like the end result of our project. And so I remember one year I was like, I want to program games when I grow up because I love games. So I'm going to learn programming, right? And my goal was to program tic-tac-toe, and I was using JavaScript. Or I don't remember if it was Java, like just regular Java or JavaScript, but it was one of the two. And I struggled. I think I managed to make like a really basic calculator. And then I was trying to figure out how to make tic-tac-toe, and it was hopeless. It was so Jover, bro. There was no shot. And so what I ended up doing is, because my dad is like a professional programmer for decades, I just went to him and I was like, I can't do this project. Can you help me? And my dad programmed tic-tac-toe, and I barely understood how it worked. But I went up and I projected it, and I played a game of tic-tac-toe against my teacher, and I won. And that was pretty good, you know what I mean? And then I never touched programming again after that, I don't think. You get given Java and are asked why Java exists. That is a good question. Why would you use Java? I guess, I don't know. I know that there are a lot of people that don't like Java. From what I've heard, one of the more annoying languages. But I don't know. Programming, like, conceptually sounded really cool to me when I was younger, but I just don't have the patience for it. Like, I don't know, my brain can't handle, like, just spending so much time troubleshooting, I guess. It's hard. There's a lot of things that I don't mind doing, like, sort of tedious work for, as, like, even on computers, but programming is not one of them for me. I have a lot of respect for people who program. Because I think in a lot of ways, programming is a lot like an art form. But most people don't respect it as an art. And more so just look at it kind of as like... I guess like a means to an end, right? And I mean, you could say that about like basically any form of art. But I respect like the people that like master that craft, you know what I mean? Because one of the few that I do not have the patience to try and learn for myself. Then again, though, I have thought about like, if I had to like crack down and like learn something to get a decent paying job like relatively quickly, there is a decent chance I would just try and like lock myself into learning how to program really quickly and just taking like whatever boring job I could get with it, because it does feel like at least there's like a decent amount of job security with programming, I feel like. But yeah, well, good luck with your exam. I hope that you manage to get some sleep at some point tonight and do decent tomorrow. I believe in you. Get a 92. 92, that's my prediction for your exact grade. If you do it, I don't know. I'll buy you a month of supporter or something. Unless 92 is worse than what you're aiming for, in which case, Godspeed. But I wonder if there's ever been people who like are good enough that they would like be able to know exactly what grade they were gonna like probably get before they receive it back. Forget 92, I'm getting 2. Oh god. Godspeed. You won't get, come on, you're getting at least 3, bro. You could get at least 3. I believe in you. You know what? I remember, like, when I was in school, I went to school with a lot of people who, like, their families came to Canada from, like, Bangladesh and Pakistan and India, and, like, just those sort of that sort of like geographical area, I guess, right? And I remember when I was going to school, it was so jarring for me when I started going to this school and I saw a bunch of the kids like unanimously being like upset because they got like a 90, and they're like, no, you don't understand. It's I don't necessarily like using, like, I guess I don't really think that it's a problem to use a term that you could consider like kind of racially charged, because A, they were the ones that always used it, and B, I don't think it's really like offensive in any way. But they would always be like, no, you don't understand. Anything under 95 is brown fail. And I was like, damn, that's hard, bro. Under 95? That's like brutal. Mad respect to them for always trying to like keep their grades up that high. I always tried to get like 80, and that was good enough for me. But like, man, I remember, you know, there was like such a gap seeing like the two like crowds of people who would, you know, be like just trying their hardest to survive, and then the other people who were like, man, I'm so dumb, I only got a 93. It's like, bro, really, man? But it's always relative, you know, I suppose. I mean, it really is, right? There's like the third kind in the middle who, like, you know, they're just kind of chilling. Like, and for me, it was like I was just kind of coasting. But I guess, to be fair, when you get to college or university or whatever, there's like less of like a middle ground because it's harder in a lot of ways. You got the people who are fighting for their lives just to try and get that 51 and like squeak through. You got the people who are just chilling, you know, they probably got like a 70, they're fine with that. Maybe like a 65 or something. Maybe 75, even 80. And then you got the tryhards who are sitting there like, I gotta get this 98, bro. You don't understand. My entire bloodline relies on me getting above a 95 on this extra credit. Okay, they wouldn't be doing extra credit, but you know. See a transcript of one of my group project exams, and bro got 4% on one of them. Oh my goodness, 4%. That is that's brutal. Wait, like you or like one of your friends got 4%? 4 is devastating. Oh my god. How? Okay. That's like low-key impressive. Like 4% is kind of more impressive than like 94. Because like, you actually clearly did something to get the 4. How do you only get 4%? That's like high-key kind of impressive. Anything equal and above 70 in UK and you get what? Damn. That's crazy. When we got like letter grades back in oh, that's because you guys have like A star and like A, like that's how it works in the UK, right? Because out here you just have the number from like 0 to 100 after, you know, in like middle school they'll give you the report card where you get like an A or a B or whatever, but once you're in high school and beyond, it's just the number. Like you just, I don't know, you get like a 84 or like a 4 or you get a 4 or whatever. That's just that. Like there is no grade. I guess they probably still look at the number even if it is like A star or whatever. I only know a little bit about this stuff because one of my friends in the UK went to university for astrophysics, which is crazy. And I would hear him talking about it sometimes. Bro was actually doing rocket science. And then proceeded to go work at a grocery store, you know? Such is the life of the of the 20-year-old in today's economy. You go out there, you get like some insane, super smart sounding degree, and then you go work a minimum wage job. A levels and the letters uni 111222. What? I don't know what 111222 means. I have no idea. I've never seen that. A levels, the letter. I do not know the UK grading system. UK university grading system. First class 70% and above, upper second class 2-1 60 to 70, lower second class 2-2 50 to 60, and third class 40 to 50, with anything below 40 considered a fail. You can pass with a 40 in the UK? Bro, that's easy mode. What the hell? 40? That's not even half. How is that a pass? That's crazy. Oh my god. That's actually really surprising. I can't believe that. Interesting. I don't know. Anything below 1-2 and you might as well not have a degree though. Is the 1-2 the like 60 to 70%? I mean, that makes sense. Like, if you got a degree, but you scored under 60% as your grade, like, I'm gonna be questionable about how reliable that person is. You know what? So that doesn't surprise me. For us, we had like honor roll start at like 80%, but outside of that, like they didn't really. I guess, and then like they'll look at specific grades. Like there's some programs where they probably want you to have an average of like 90 or even 95 if you go prestigious enough. But I never looked into that stuff too deeply because I mean I'm just not really a school person, to be honest. 4% dude gonna pull through. He gotta clutch up, bro. He, you know, if he can get the 4 to a 40, I mean, at least he'll have the paper, you know. Maybe somebody won't check what, like, percent he graduated with and he'll get something. 4% is wild, though. That, oh my, that is devastating. How do you even get 4%, bro? That's crazy. Oh my god. 4. That's so funny to me. I think the lowest grade I ever got on anything was like a high 40% or something. A 4 is unreal. Oh my god. Oh, 4 is way more impressive than 50. I was saying earlier, Russ, our 4 is more impressive than like 80 or 90 in some ways. Because I can imagine how you would get like a 90 on stuff. It's hard for me to imagine how you would even get a 4. Like, I would struggle to like tactically calculate how to get under 5%. That's a skill in itself, honestly. Doing that unintentionally is a flex. Exactly. Oh my god. Okay. I should probably think one more time. I need to make a list of what I'm packing when I go on vacation, because I actually still don't know. I was looking up earlier. I was looking at some like packing guides and I was like, man, these people are rich, bro. Like, I at the start of stream, I pulled up an article that was like packing list for a 1-week trip, and they had a whole section for jewelry, and they had like a scarf, one wide scarf doubles as a blanket on the plane. Like, what the hell kind of scarf is big enough to be a blanket? Hello? But also like earrings, necklaces, bracelets, all in gold and silver, rings, 3 gold and silver, and a watch. And I'm like, dog, I'm not wearing any of those. That is so much stuff. Hello? Where am I going? I'm going out west, still in Canada, but I'm visiting my cousin who lives or who's doing an internship out in the West, and I'm gonna go and we're just gonna hang out, and it's gonna be cool. I'm just gonna stay with my cousin for a week. It's gonna be nice. I haven't left my like my home province in almost 10 years, so it'll be cool. Should have come to the man. See, I want to visit the UK, not for Osuland, obviously, but if it was on while I was there, I would probably consider it. But I want to visit the UK, but it's so expensive, bro. It's so expensive to fly all the way out there. But I have a lot of friends in the UK, so like one day though, one day. I feel like the like two main countries that I need to visit are Japan and the UK. But like both of those are gonna cost me like my entire life savings. Not actually, but I don't have life savings, so you know. Too much. I have like some family that wants me to go with them to Japan when they visit, so that I can be like their translator friend. I have like 2 different groups that want me to do that, and I'm like, well, we'll have to see if I can even afford to come with you. But like if I can, then like probably sure. But I also feel like I would really enjoy Japan as like a solo trip, maybe. I don't know. China's from Scotland, but like if I can get from Canada to the UK, he can get from Scotland down to like England or whatever, bro. The thing is, like, my friend group, my like OG online friend group that I've been friends with for like almost 10 years, everybody's near the UK. It's like England, Scotland, Ireland, like Belgium. Like we got everybody is like in that kind of like westernmost area of Europe, except for me who's in Canada. So like if I ever go out there, I feel like we'll probably like organize some big group thing where like we all meet up for like a week or 2 and hang out. And you know, if I can get myself out there, I'm sure that I can get them to do it. At the most depressing. Hey, look. You know, it would be fun. It's not about the place, it's about the people. I'm sure it could be cool, you know, if we like checked out like London or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've never like been to Europe. But I think it would be nice. My sister went backpacking in Europe not that long ago, and it was cool to see all the pictures and stuff. But I also feel like I'm not the type of person where I like to go like all over the place and do all of the touring and stuff like that. I like to check out a couple things, but I'm mostly vacationing so that I can like visit like a specific like group of people or experience, you know what I mean? Like I less so travel for like everything to see, and more so just to like do stuff that I wouldn't be able to do from home, I guess. At least conceptually, that's how I feel. But also, I haven't been on a vacation in like 10 years, so maybe I should shut up and see what I think after, you know? Wonder what like outfits I want to bring with me when I go out. I mean, I'll want stuff that's kind of warm. Definitely bringing my hoodie. I want all of my pants. I gotta make sure that I save enough pairs of nice pants that have pockets. Because I don't want to have to wear stuff with no pockets while I'm out there. It's more convenient to have everything with me. And shirts? I don't know what shirts I would want to wear. I need to do laundry. The thing is, I can't like outfit craft right now because I need to do laundry. But it's good though, because that means that I'll have like everything ready in advance. So I don't have to worry about it when it's time to pack. I can like plan it out ahead of time so that I keep what I want to bring with me clean. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. Anyway, I mostly just wanted to have like a kind of chill little short stream today. My voice is kind of tired. Because I may or may not have been in a call with the boys for like way too many hours yesterday. Oh, you know what else is fire? I got pizza yesterday, and they were just like, here's a second one on the house. And I was like, okay. So I just got a second pizza for free. So I'm going to be fat and eat pizza for a second day in a row. But anyway, I'll probably try and do another stream or two before I go on vacation, because it's on Wednesday, so like I'll have some time until then. But I'm probably gonna bounce for now. Thanks for hanging. Well, I thought about eating both yesterday, but I only ate one, and then I'll eat the other one today. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I'm gonna eat more pizza, but I got free pizza, so like it's free. In this economy, it's a lot of food for free. But anyway, I'm probably gonna bounce for now. Hope you have a good rest of your day or evening. Godspeed to you with the exam, Rainbow. I hope it goes well. I'm gonna hop off for now. Maybe I'll see you guys on the weekend at some point, or I'll be on Rita's stream on Saturday night as well. I'll probably post that in the Discord, so look for that. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.